Thanks so much for tuning in to this solo episode where I'm going to talk to you about a little known strategy called the push and pull method of copywriting. Some of it may sound familiar, but it's also got some points that I think you haven't heard before. So let's jump right in. All right. So in a perfect world, we wouldn't need to do anything to convince somebody to buy our product or service, right? But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. So we have to engage with people. We have to do the research and we have to know how they speak, what words they use, and so on. So it also requires what we're going to call a push and pull tactic. So here's how they differ. Push is often referred to as like an outbound strategy. So it refers to marketing that convinces clients with facts. So it focuses on the product's feature. So, for example, it's often used for technical products that have a heavy focus on features. It's also used for new products or new and improved products and old products or services in new markets where the person who's going to be considering buying or purchasing your product or service needs quite a bit of information. It's interruptive, it's attention grabbing, and there's also a long sales cycle. So the strategies for a push tactic would be trade show promotions, direct selling, point of sale displays, advertisements on radio, TV, emails, etc. So this is really best for startups and extremely niche products. Although what I'm going to talk about with the inbound strategy and the pull, you're going to need a mix of both of these. Okay, so the pull strategy, again, it's like an inbound strategy. It's a more passive approach. And it's about playing the long game to attract customers. So desire and value play big roles with a focus on what people would like to be or achieve with your solution. So this is most often used for, and again, there's crossover with every product, common products and simple products. So products that people are familiar with, well-known products, strong brands. You'll notice they're always keeping themselves in front of you in some way, or mediocre products in saturated markets. So the characteristics of the pull tactic is interactive and problem solving, and it's focused really on relationship building. There's a shorter sales cycle because they're already familiar with you. So word of mouth, blog content, social media, newsletters, SEO, audience segmentation, all those things are part of this pull tactic. I keep wanting to say push and pull. There's a subtle difference, but it's best for when your brand speaks for itself or when you want to engage your customers, by paying attention to their demand. Okay, so which one's going to work best for your clients? Chances are you're probably going to want to use a combination. So this would be, obviously, the push strategy is ads, getting in front of them all the time. Pull strategy is like we do on LinkedIn, which is really establishing yourself as an expert, getting your value proposition, what makes you different from your competitors, and getting that point in front of your customers or your potential customers. And not surprisingly, 71% of consumers prefer the pull marketing versus push strategies. In other words, they don't want to be pushed into anything they're not ready for. They'd rather find out things on their own and make a decision that way. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please subscribe and give it a rating. Thanks so much for listening.